Hey, so welcome to your first piano lesson. I know you can't see my face. Promise I'm here. I think it's more important that you see the keyboard. Go ahead and sit at your keyboard if you haven't already, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So first thing I want you to notice, if you don't know anything about the piano, is that there is a pattern, right? There's a pattern of a 2 black note pattern and then 3 black notes. Now, something that I make all my students do, and you can go ahead and do this too, is find all the groups of 2 black notes on the piano and play them. And then find all the groups of 3 black notes on the piano and play those. Just kind of to get you aware of keyboard geography. The black notes are kind of how we figure out, where the notes are. So to find middle C, if you've ever heard that expression before, you can't find middle C, well, let's find middle C. You find the 2 black notes in the middle of the piano, and middle C is right to the left of that, right? So this is middle C. All right, and below C is B, and below B is A. So here we have A, B, C, and it goes just like the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can go ahead and play through that a few times. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And something else that's really helpful is, just like we found all the groups of 2 black notes or 3 black notes on the piano, go through and see if you can find all of the C's or all of the A's. That's something that you can do that I think is really helpful in getting you to know. I make kids do that. I make adults do that when I teach adults. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to play Adele's Hello. And I've kept hinting at this this trick that is going to help you play piano in minutes, and it's totally true. You're going to see exactly what I mean. So I want you to take your thumb and find A, right? You can find middle C if you get lost. Go down 2 notes to A. Okay? Now Adele's song, I want you to play all these notes with your thumb as they go. And I want you to kind of see if you can get with me in the same rhythm. A, C, G, F. And just play everything with your thumb. A, C, G, F. Again. A, C, G, F. A, C, G, F. Okay, all with your thumb. The reason that we're doing that all with our thumb is now I want you to use your pinky. And every time you play a note with your thumb, you're going to play the note that is 5 notes away from wherever you're playing. So in this case, it would be A, B, C, D, E. Okay? And then when you move up to C, now your pinky is going to be on a G. So again, A, C, right? And now we're including what's called a 5th away from these notes. A, C, and then do the same thing down here. G, F. Okay, do that a few times with me. And play them both down at the same time. No kind of sloppiness there. You want a nice clean sound. Again. Again. Okay. Once you've memorized that pattern, you are pretty much playing Hello by Adele. I'll prove it to you. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say time's supposed to heal us, but I ain't done much yet. And then the second verse and on, right? It's that same pattern over and over, right? Okay, so you can think in your mind A, C, G, F, okay? And that's pretty much that part of the song. There is, a little bit different later on when we get to the chorus. So she goes, there's a distance between us. You know that part right before the chorus? And then she goes, and a million miles. So that part, million miles, think A, G, F. And a million miles. Okay? All right, so let's just do right up to the chorus, because the chorus is a little bit different as well, even though it's a pretty similar pattern. All right, see if you can play right along with me. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. They say time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Right, and da-da, whatever the words are. I'm in California wondering about who was supposed to be something, something. You can tell I know the lyrics really well. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There is side between us. And here's the million miles. And a million miles. Okay, now in the chorus, and I know the words better here, and I'm sure you do too. You just changed that. We've now played 4 sets of notes, right? We started on A, C, G, F. Now instead we're going to go A, F. This down here is an F, right? A going backwards in the alphabet, starting with G here, G, F. Hello from the outside. Now up to C. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for ever breaking your heart, but doesn't tear you apart anymore. And then goes back. Okay? So here's the chorus again, right? The order is reversed a little bit. Hello from the outside. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for ever breaking your heart. Okay, good. So you can see that, it's really just a pattern of 4 different chords repeating over and over. Okay, so moving on. One way I think you can spice it up is add the note in the middle. So instead of playing 1 and 5, you add a 3. You add the middle finger into each of these, what we call chords. Chords is just a group of notes being played together. If you can't do that, I know it's probably a little bit difficult, but you can totally stick to the 1 and 5. I'm just saying if you're really comfortable with that and you want to kind of spice it up a little bit. And then the next thing you can do is add the A below it. So take the lowest note in these chords and play the same note down here, right? So my left hand is going to mirror what my right hand is doing, what my thumb is doing. C, and then G, and then F. And then when you get to the chorus, same thing. Hello from the outside. Okay, so now we're going to move on a little bit and talk about, I promised you hundreds of pop songs, right? We only got through 1. We went pretty quickly. And yeah, you can play it and everything, but the secret is that this set of chords or same thing in the chorus here with from the outside. If you could probably sing some other songs along with these chords as well, like this one. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. One Republic, right? How about I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me, paparazzi. We got a Lady Gaga song going on. And really, you can play so many. There's so many songs that use the same pattern. I teach some courses online, and what I do in those courses is I show you the theory behind how to figure out those chords, how to build a skeleton structure around simple 3-note patterns and 4-note chord patterns, right? And how you can apply that and play it in so many different ways and play so many different songs with it. As well, you can kind of get bored pretty quickly, I know, going through these, and you certainly don't have to. You can do something like this. And you're like, whoa, how are you doing all that stuff? Well, what I'm doing is I'm just taking those 3 notes and I'm playing them all over the piano. So here I have an A, C, E, right? And way down here I have the same A, C, E. And you'll notice that these patterns are all over the piano. And so I'm starting with A right here, and then I'm changing it to F. And I'm just following the same pattern of whatever is in the lowest note and what makes up these 3 notes that are called a chord, and playing it all over the piano. And all of a sudden, this really simple pattern of this becomes this. And that's what I'm talking about how, really at its base, how easy it is to play these patterns of pop music and to make them sound pretty. It's just 3-note chords repeated over and over and in different patterns all over the piano. And so in this online course that I teach called Play Pop Music by Ear, I show you, the skeleton structure of these chords. We give them numbers like we do in music theory. This is the kind of stuff that I teach my college students. The basic stuff. We don't get too advanced because you really don't need to get that advanced to learn this stuff. And then I also teach you how to take these simple patterns and dress them up. Step by step, I give you exercises on how to build from this to build it to this. Right? Playing notes all up and down the piano and making yourself sound like Liberace or Adele's pianist, right? So it really is, even though it sounds, man, he's playing a lot of notes, and yeah, I am, and I've been playing piano a lot of years and making it sound pretty, but really all I'm doing at the core is taking these chords, the ones that we talked about, and how to play Adele's Hello, and I repeated them in lots of patterns across the piano. Let's go to the board and I'll show you, really how far you can take this. Hey guys, so I hope you had a lot of fun in the lesson. I hope that you're seeing now that it really is not that difficult to sit down at the piano and play things by ear or just by imitation if you just know a few simple things. The things that I showed you in the lesson are really just the beginning of what is possible in playing the piano, obviously, right? I did a lot of fancy things, and there's a lot more than that, even what I showed you in the video that you can do to really make yourself sound amazing at the piano. So in this PDF, I've included some other songs. You can take that same chord progression that you played Adele's Hello with and go through some of those songs and try and sing along with them, and you'll find that there is a pattern, that it's pretty much repetition and it's always the same. But I know that a lot of you are not going to be satisfied with just that you're going to want to take it to the next level and really learn this in depth. So what I've done is I've created a course called Play Pop Music by Ear. In this course, we go over the kind of things that we did in the lesson, but we also expand on that. I teach you how to add notes to that simple pattern, and I give you a step-by-step process with exercises that you can practice to learn how to add those extra notes in there. We also go over different chord patterns and figure out how to play them at different spots on the piano. So really, if you go through this whole course and follow exactly what I say step by step, you should be able to play a bunch of songs on your own and also have the tools to figure out how to play songs by ear. To sit down, listen to the radio, hear a song, and then go to the piano and play it. And it really is, with some practice and experience, that easy. So I wanted to go over the value of this course for a second. When I have students that come to me and take lessons online, I charge them $100 an hour. So if you were to take 4 lessons a month and then pay for 12 months, you would pay almost $5,000 in piano lessons. A lot of money, and a lot of people do it happily, and I'm totally happy to teach them. But what I've done is I've taken information that I give to those students, condensed it down so you can go at your own pace, and recorded it so it's more accessible, and you only have to pay $197 for this course. So I will see you in the members area. Go ahead and click on this link and sign up, and we'll get started with your piano lessons. Thanks.